Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I appreciate your time and energy, and we'll be sharing with you for the air signs an angelically channeled horoscope for the month of June 2022, and those would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So if you'd like to skip ahead to, I'm going to start with Gemini, and if you'd like to skip ahead to your particular sign, I'll have the timestamps down in the description box below, as well as other information that you might enjoy reading through. So as always, these are general interpretations, of course. They cannot be specific. That specific readings can be arranged through my website. But I do hope that you get much out of this, and I'd like to begin then with the sign of Gemini. The Archangel began, "Welcome, Shalom, and Nana." These are various means to express hello. Nana may be new to many of you as it was to me. That's me injecting my thoughts. The angel goes on to say, but it is a means of communication from the Pleiadians. They too have many inflections and languages, as does your humanity. So with this introduction, let us begin. June is a month of contradictions. One way you may see this expressed is though you may feel stagnant at times, as though nothing is progressing, and then the next, you might witness things moving along and expanding quite quickly. Another potential contradiction this month has to do with health. One moment you may feel a bit morose or tired or unmotivated, maybe experience some aches and pains, and the next, a huge burst of energy, motivation, and accelerated health. The last major influence of contradictions this month for some of you may be in love and romance. One moment, there's no growth in love, and the next, if you are single, much interest to meeting for the first time, and for those of you already attached or partnered, very intense, intimate moments. Perhaps you are wondering what is causing these contradictions of energy. Well, it is more of an earthly collective which you may experience than one or two planets or asteroids, etc., being the influence. The collective, of course, means globally. The global reset, as some are referring this time to, has the potential to envelop some signs more than others. Your fellow air signs will also similarly experience many of these same influences. What about money and finances, you ask? Do these collective reset energies affect this area also? And my response, the Archangel said, is yes. What is one to do then if contradictions are extreme highs and then extreme lower frequencies upset or bother oneself? Know that this too shall pass. Some of you may choose to disengage with social media during this month and all forms of news outlets. This would be my guidance to do so. Michael went on to say that your theme for this month is fluctuations. Your most influential positive days of the month will be the 9th, the 12th, and the 29th. Your most influential colors are pink and bright yellow, should you choose to make use of them. And affirmations to support you this month are, I love my life and the way my life is unfolding, as well as, I am flexible with my thinking and I'm able to ride the changing tides. Okay, next, let's move on to Libra. And I'd like to begin. If some of you have already invested your time and energy into the June horoscope of Geminis, then you will find this prediction a bit of a duplication. There are, of course, some differences which I will note. Michael went on to say, largely, for the majority of the sign, you will too see a fluctuation of events and thoughts. One moment, you may feel a bit discouraged about your love life, and the next moment meet someone so significant that it is forever changed. Another moment you may feel as though all of your time is focused on health matters, or rather lack of health. Then a few days or a week later, anything which is discouraging evaporates, only to possibly return again before the end of the month. A bit of a roller coaster, you may say. As mentioned for Geminis, this month is a reflection of a reset of the collective. Do you know what this means, dear ones? It means in part that your Earth's entire systems are being reevaluated. If you follow the stock market exchange, for example, you will know this already. However, finances are not the only area in which a reset is in full swing. It is also in relationships and what one feels is important in life. For more globally, what you used to value, you may no longer value. A reset should not be perceived with any negative thinking, however. It simply is. In fact, it is a reset which your world must undergo in order to ascend. If you are a soul whose emotions are very reactive, then this month would be a good month to disengage from social media and other news outlets, and instead invest in yourself. As a sign of balance, this month may test you. However, generally I find that tests are preparation and much insight can be discovered through them. Michael suggested that your theme for this month is fluctuation. Your most influential colors this month are white and off-white. Affirmations that you may wish to use, the angels suggested, are: I am balanced, I am accepting of things which I cannot change, and finally, I trust. All right, then moving along to the final air sign here of Aquarius, the Archangel began. Like other fellow air signs, this month for many of you will seem like a contradiction. One moment, for example, you have a new job opportunity, and then next it may get stalled. One moment, for example, you may feel terrific in your body and your outlook about your health in general, and the next may be lethargic and unmotivated. Additionally, your love life and relationship sector may also see some fluctuations of energy, and your money sector may also. Please do not, however, interpret this message as an all or nothing scenario. This would be incorrect. Rather, if you visualize a teeter-totter from your childhood, which rises up and down, movement is still happening. This would be a better visualization of the energies affecting some of you this month. Those who were born in the early weeks of this sign will feel these energies most dramatically, but all of this sign will to a certain extent. Do you recall as a child, those of you who climbed aboard a teeter-totter, how best to dismount it? By balancing with the other person until the balance was even. This is another analogy to help you sail through this month. Balance. Try to see everything as being in balance. Michael went on to say, does a flower not shed its dying leaves so that new leaves can grow in its place? In a similar way, kindly view this month as a natural reset. Forests have fires naturally so that new growth can occur. Additionally, as stated in the other air signs, a global reset is in full swing, and the air signs will be the first to feel these effects. A global reset is needed and exalted so that your world can live in a more harmonious union. In closing, as my recommendation with the other air signs, disengage from social media and other so-called news outlets, as they will only act to trigger you, and very little good will come from these experiences. Be as grounded as you can be. consider earthing, which means being outside, quite often barefooted, walking in the earth, as one such means. The Archangel went on to say that your theme for this month is contradictions. Your most positive days of the month will be the 8th, the 10th, and the 12th. Your most influential colors to take advantage of, he said, are lavender and earth green. And finally, the Archangel suggested these affirmations for you. I am aware of my power. I am aware that a global reset is happening, and I am happy. All right, that's it for this month. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Have a joyous rest of your day.